Hey folks, good morning. Cliff Brown here. We just purchased this new injector cleaner machine. We've had a lot of customers have bad injectors or injectors that were not performing the way they should, and the only option we had was to replace the injector, which some of our injectors cost close to $300 and even more if it's an Evinrude injector. But we decided to invest in this injector machine. It's designed to test and clean injectors for and it's specifically programmed to do marine injectors. So I'm just going to go through this real quick. One of the first tests we do is the ohm test, just to make sure that you're getting good ohms throughout the injectors. And as you can see, these are all performing around the 12.3 to 12.5 mark. I'm going to go through this fairly quick. The next test is a leak test. You hit this, and this machine runs it for 60 seconds, and what it does is it checks, I'm going to turn it on, it checks the injectors to see if there's any leaking of the injector prior to it being run. So I'm going to go ahead and end that one, and then we're going to go in here to the manual test, which we'll do it by RPMs. We're going to go down here to the RPM, and we're going to jack this thing up over 3,000, probably get it around 4,000, because that seems to be the average running thing for most of our injectors. Go up there a little bit more. Okay, we'll start right there, and then it's got a count of 3,000, which is how many counts it's going to, cycles that it goes through. So I'm going to hit that, go. And then watch this thing test this. And then what we do is we'll measure the flow rate. And we do that through this bar or this graph right here. And you can see they're all performing fairly well. Got a little bit further to go. All right, it's done. And as you can see, we've got the this injector is a little bit higher than this one, not much, and this one's low. This is number 4. It's a little bit low, but they're fairly close. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take these injectors out. I'm going to stop it. We're going to put them in the ultrasonic cleaner over here, and then we're going to run the cleaning cycle. We'll go back here and we'll go up to this ultrasonic pulse cleaning thing. We put them in there and it's going to clean these, and then we're going to rerun them. And what we want to see is that one there needs to come up a little bit. That one's good, and that one needs to come up a little bit. So what we're going to do is number 3 or 4 and number 1, we're going to test these things or clean them, and then we're going to come back and test them again. Okay folks, I've got the injectors removed from the machine. We're going to dump that, and I've got them put in here in the ultrasonic cleaner. So we're going to go back over here, and this is a 15-minute test. So we're going to hit this, we're going to start it, and you can hear it running. It's pulsing, it's cycling those injectors to help clean them out. So we're gonna run this thing, like I said, this is a 15-minute test or a cleaning, and we'll come back later. I've got some other things I got to do. We'll come back later and check these, and then put them back up here, and we'll retest them and see where we're at. All right, folks, we are finished with our ultrasonic cleaning. We're going to take these injectors back out of here. I'm going to put them back up there, and we're going to run the same test that we ran earlier. All right, we're back here at the machine. We've got the we went to the manual testing like we did prior to cleaning our injectors. This is after the ultrasonic cleaner has been done. We've got this set at 4,100 RPMs and a count of 3,000. So I'm going to start this test. And we're going to let that run and finish this cycle. And I will be back with you in a moment after this is done. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are finished with the test. It has already completed the manual testing. And as you can see, I think earlier in the video we had number 1 and number 4 were a little bit low. But now if you look at them after the cleaning, I think we've done a pretty good job of getting these injectors pretty even. And these injectors are all, by the way, out of a Yamaha SHO motor. Now there's several other tests we can do on this. I'll just go through it real quick. We've got an engine simulation test that we can also do, which is an interesting one. This one will run the RPMs up to, I believe it's 7,000 RPMs, which is really high, but it tests the injectors. And then it brings it back down. And it goes through this a couple times. It cycles it up from an idle all the way up to 7,300 RPMs. Anyway, I am going to stop this. We'll dump this now. If you need your injectors cleaned, we sure would like to give it a shot. It'd be a whole lot better than replacing them. Come see us at Texas Boat World. We would love to, like I said, clean them instead of replacing them.